Vishnuraj Upreti from Nepal. I am Senior Researcher and Executive Director of the Nepal Center for Contemporary Research, which is a Kathmandu-based think tank research institute working on the contemporary conflict, peace, security, migration, development, climate-related issues. I am working in the research program for several years as a research manager. Since 2005, I am working in one of the largest Swiss partnership research program called the Swiss National Center of Competence in Research, NCCR, North-South in the South Asia as a regional coordinator responsible for Nepal, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. Based on my experiences, the partnership is fundamentally important, and these 11 KFP principles are very much interrelated. They are interconnected and complementary to each other, and they guide to effectively implement the research partnership program. They all are quite important and relevant, but based on my experiences of 11 to 12 years working in the partnership with different universities and research institute of North, especially the Swiss universities, British research institution, and the Norwegian research institution, as well as working in the South-South partnership with the universities in South Asian countries. Five principles are more important. Among them, the first principle, setting agenda together, is fundamentally important. It provides the ownership among the research partners, and then clarifying the responsibility is the third KFP principle, which is another fundamentally important principle to make the research collaboration successful, because once the agenda is set together and once the responsibilities are clarified, it will help later to take the ownership and promote the research program. And another important one is the mutual learning, which is the fifth principle in the KFP. And mutual learning provides opportunity for North and South both to learn from South and South, from one organization to another. So this mutual learning is an important element, and for that some sort of mechanism are also quite important. Regular periodic meeting and exchange, sharing, workshop, this type of the mechanism also help to more learn more and practice based on the experiences. Another important element is the enhancing the capacity. Particularly this is relevant for the research program, long-term research program between North and South. For example, if there are a long-term research program, investing in the PhD, masters and postdoc student is crucially important. They can help to develop the need of the country, and long-term human resource development is fulfilled. Therefore, capacity building both at the individual level with the researcher as well as the research institution is important, and any long-term collaborative partnership research program must allocate resources, time and provisions for the institutional and individual capacity development if the partnership research has to be successful. Another equally important is the applying result, because if the research has not the policy relevance, then at that time its utilization, usefulness is in question. Therefore, applying result from the research is fundamentally important, but for that the NCCR North-South has tested successfully one very unique program called Partnership Action Project, which is a small fund allocated to the PhD student to test their research finding into community, going to the community, setting agenda together and implementing their research finding and demonstrating that the research findings are workable and implementable. So that part is fundamentally important, and any any research program must include this type of the provision to show and demonstrate to the ultimate users, to the community, to the policymaker, to the planner, that this research results are relevant for the country. So these are crucially important principles, and others are complementary to them. So based on our experiences working in South Asia and Nepal with several partner organizations from north and south, we come to this few of the determinants like trust and mutual respect. Success or failure of any of the partnership research is determined by the degree of trust and mutual respect, degree of the belongingness, degree of the ownership, and therefore it is quite important to make the mutual trust and mutual respect, so that also helps to facilitate other processes. The second equally important is the transparency. If the research program is quite transparent in terms of objective, procedure, resource allocation, engagement of people and benefit sharing, at that time it provides the more open, transparent and honest scenario, and that ownership is enhanced from that. So these are the determinant. Without trust and mutual respect, without flexibility and openness, and without the transparency, partnership research is less successful. That is what we observed based on our experiences. And making transparent, flexible, open and trustworthy is not a one-time event. It requires the continuous long-term engagement. And also there are few other factors which really enable research partnership program. One is the priority of the partner organization in both sides, whether it is south-south or north-south. If the research theme, research area is not the priority of the organization and they are accepting just as an opportunity to get some resources, at that time it will not make successful. So make sure that this research organization has the strategic interest and strategic provision to implement that research, and also it has to be highly relevant in the context. For example, many of the South Asian countries where we are working are now suffering from some sort of political instability, fragility, conflict, and at that time the need of the country is very frequently changing in terms of the evidences. They need to make the policy, but they need to generate the immediate evidences, and these evidences should come from the research, and therefore action type of research is fundamentally important to embed there. And based on these experiences, there are also few constraints we constantly faced in our research collaboration. One is the structure of the partner organization in the south, particularly the university and research center under the government institution. They are very much centralized, top down, bureaucratic, and controlled by the administrator, who even doesn't know the essence and importance of the research. At that time it is quite difficult. And also the another equally important is the research and competency of these partners, because sometimes they don't have the enough research capacity, and sometimes they have the research capacity but not enough resources. So we need also to assure this. That is crucially important. And also sometimes it is quite difficult to manage the expectation of the partner organization. These are some of the constraints, but they can be addressed. For example, to address the structural constraint, there should be some dedicated coordination mechanism established who will facilitate that type of the controlling mechanism. And if independent research organizations are engaged in that type of the work, it is easy, and that is our experience, because we are working with many universities as an intermediary organization, dealing with the research program between the northern partners and the local universities. Another equally important part is also somehow to clarify the expectation very clearly. What is the scope of the project to fulfill that expectation? What is the limitation? If it is clarified at the beginning, it will be successful. So, in conclusion, there are 4 or 5 lessons. First, be transparent, open, and trust your partners. If there are any concern, engage with them and discuss with them. Second, create a mechanism whereby everything of the research project can be discussed. For example, annual meeting or the quarterly meeting where all the dimensions are openly, honestly and transparently discussed, and if there are any difficulties that can be sorted out right at the beginning or on the way. So we should not wait until the end where the outcome is going to the wrong hand. So another important is be open and transparent and help to develop the capacity. If any of the research partners program ensure this provision, the success of the partnership research program is high. That is what we observed in our research program while working with this NCCR North-South. And NCCR North-South has the mandatory provision to look to this KFP principle, and here we have great learnings from them. And I am sure any research organization, any research collaboration project can get great benefit from applying these 11 principles.